Trump calls for abolition of daylight saving time, a renewed push for national time reform. In a bold statement that reignites a long standing debate, US President elect Donald Trump has pledged to end daylight saving time, that is DST, calling it both inconvenient and costly to our nation. His remarks underscore a persistent national divide over the merits of this timekeeping tradition, which has oscillated between practicality and controversy since its widespread adoption in the 1960s. Trump's stance declares on social media signals a Republican Party's intent to address an issue that has lingered unresolved in Congress for years. Daylight saving time is inconvenient and very costly to our nation, he asserted, committing to a party wide effort to eliminate the biannual clock changes. The proposal taps into broader public and legislative debates, highlighting a schism between advocates for permanent DST, those favoring standard time year round, and defenders of the status quo. The rationale behind DST has always been rooted in maximizing daylight hours during summer evenings, purportedly boosting economic activity and energy savings. Proponents of permanent DST argue that brighter evening during winter months could stimulate retail and recreational activities, fostering economic growth. However, critics highlight significant drawbacks. Extending DST year round would mean darker morning, potentially endangering children commuting to school and reducing visibility during early hour commutes. Moreover, opponents of a biannual clock change cite disruption to sleep cycles and health concerns, including increased risks of heart attacks and workplace accidents, as reason to abolish the practice entirely. Efforts to reform DST gained momentum in March 22 when the US Senate unanimously voted to make daylight saving time permanent. However, the proposal stalled in the House of Representatives due to an inability to reach a consensus. The issue resurfaced in 2023 with bipartisan senators advocating for a renewed push, but congressional inaction has persisted. No hearings have been held for over 2 years, and any new legislative initiative would require fresh approval in both chambers. The debate extends beyond Capitol Hill, with state legislatures actively grappling with the DST dilemma. States like Florida and California have passed measures to eliminate clock changes contingent on federal approval or regional coordination. These piecemeal efforts reflect the complexities of implementing time reform on a national scale, where regional preferences and economic consideration vary widely. Trump's call to action has reignited discussions about whether the United States should retain, reform, or abolish daylight saving time. While the topic remains divisive, the underlying consensus is clear. The current system of biannual clock changes is increasingly seen as outdated and burdensome. Whether Trump's push will galvanize meaningful legislative progress remains uncertain. What is evident, however, it is that the debate over DST is not merely about timekeeping, it is a reflection of broader societal priorities, from economic productivity to public health and safety. As the nation awaits further action, the clock continues to tick on one of the most enduring controversies in American policy.